call that one. Don, who are referees tonight?
Well, the referees is the senior referee Bill Duck and Mike Everett.
That's Bill Duck. He's refereed many years and is a very good official. And Mike Everett, this is the first year I've seen him, Don. We've seen him several times here. He's done a fine job. He's a very promising official.
Great officiating in this junior lacrosse.
Nishiyama now feeds that ball. It's picked off by the Outlaws, and back they come down the right side with that ball is Patquin again. Number 93, Leo Patquin. He played his minor lacrosse in Calgary. Bertram now for the Outlaws. Passes off here. Cooper now dropped the ball. Nishiyama can't pick it up. Cooper drops it again as they fight for possession on that ball. Now Bertram comes up with it. Bertram passes off. There's a shot. Spavin stopped that shot. From number 84, Dodds, Mike Dodds. Here's Forsberg. Takes a long pass from Spavin and right in front to Shardulo. A great stop by Steves. And the ball goes out of play.
That was an excellent pass, Gordon. That thread the needle. That should have been goal.
What is the call here, Don? Is it?
Should have been a face-off. I thought it hit the ceiling.
Coquitlam's got the ball, but the referees are fixing the net. I thought it was. Now Bill Duck says, slow down a minute. Okay.
No, I guess the ball had come loose. Just the net to come off the mooring.
Now Bethel out of the corner for the Adanacs. Very important game for the Adanacs. Fridge couldn't come up with it. Chris Gill races to the corner, juggles that ball. Rookie Gary Townsend can't check him. Gill's right in front. Another shot. That one off the post, I believe, Don, that drive. Fridge now picks it up. Adanacs carrying a play here against the first place Outlaws. Here's Gill right in front. Fakes, shoots. Great stop by Steves. Got his arm on that shot. Bethel picks up the loose ball in the corner. Greg Bethel takes a high stick, but brushes it off. Cuts to the corner. Feeds out to Gill again in front. Gill shoots. Steves stops him again. That's 3 saves in a row. Steves now knocks Gill flying. And that'll cost the Outlaws a turnover.
Yeah, it is. They could have given a penalty on that, Gordon, because
here's Broughton walking right in on goal. Gainsay shoots. Oh, he just missed the net. Adanacs have really dominated play here early. Now Richards picks it up. Back to Zellenberg. Outlaws now try to slow things down here a little bit.
Let's hope the Adanacs don't look back on those early chances, Gordon, and wish they had them back.
Dixon now passes in front. The ball is dropped by Richards. Picked up. Bethel goes after it. Richards goes after him. Throws off to Spavin. Spavin throws that ball out to Holen. Holen being attacked by Phipps. Gives it out to Wetzel. Wetzel down the left side. Passes in. Holen missed the pass. Here's Forrest back to Holen. Couldn't pick up the ball, but he gets it behind the net. Gary Holen out here to Green. Green shot. Looked like it hooked in his stick and went straight up, John.
Yeah, that was quite a bounce shot, that one.
In the guard of his stick, so the Outlaws take over. No score here. 15:44 to go here in the first period. First place Richmond Outlaws against the third place Coquitlam Adanacs. Junior A lacrosse. Phipps in the middle. Fakes. Passes off there that Dixon couldn't come up with, but the Outlaws keep the ball. There's a shot by Reed. Nice stop by Spavin. Now Green picks it up. Passes out to Wetzel. Wetzel down the left side. Head to Bowen. Jamie Bowen. An outstanding game here last Wednesday. Was the star of the game. In to Wetzel. Wetzel shoots. And that was stopped by Steves. The ball goes over here. Robbie Force races after it. He's belted by Dixon. Gets away from Dixon. Passes off to Bowen. Bowen back passes to Green, who dropped the ball. Picks it up. Cuts in front. Still Green. There's Force trying to flip it in. Ball goes loose. Picked up by number 82, Gary Hawkins.
Gordon, this is as good a start as I've seen Coquitlam have in the first period.
That's right, Don. They have really, so far they've looked a lot hungrier than Richmond.
That's
Richmond got nothing to work for. They've sewn up first place. A score by Patquin. A nice low shot that beat Gary Spavin, and it's 1-0 the Outlaws. Just when we said they didn't seem to be hungry, they pop a ball in the net, Don.
Yeah. See if we can get it on the replay here, Gordon.
So Leo Patquin scores that goal, and the Outlaws lead 1-0.
Here he comes now.
Reed had that ball. Didn't see it too well on the replay, Don, but Outlaws got a 1-0 lead. Matsu is knocked flying. It's called for interference on Nishiyama. Reed picks it up. Hawkins also picked up an assist. Hawkins and Reed. Here's Spavin's long pass. In the clear, walking in is Shardulo. Shardulo shoots. Missed the net. Ball ends up in the back of the Richmond net. Don, the Adanacs have outplayed Richmond, but they're not putting their chances away.
Yeah, I have 7 shots to 4 right now.
And as a result, the Outlaws hold a 1-0 lead. Russ Mason passes that ball off to Bertram. Bertram he tries to beat his man. Scores a beautiful goal in the top corner. Bertram put the top corner. Beautiful shot. And it's now 2-0. Chris Bertram, boy, Don, did he ever thread the needle on that shot right in the top corner?
Just a great shot.
As you saw in the replay.
Yeah, Gary Spavin's shaking his head, but he can't stop those type of things.
Well, it was some pretty poor checking by the Adanacs as they allowed him to. He beat his man and walked in on that side. Bethel goes after the loose ball. Outlaws now hold a 2-0 lead, and then definitely their lead is against a run of play, Don.
Yeah, it definitely has.
Broughton with that ball. Here's Malowski shot, stopped by Steves. Fridge shoots, stopped by Steves. Ball goes loose. Bethel goes in there. Picks up the rebound. Fridge, his ball stuck in his stick. That's called as he was in the crease. And the Outlaws take over. Mason now leaves the floor. Richards with that ball for the Outlaws. Richards shoots, just missed the net. Ball bounces loose. Broughton goes after Dixon. Dixon goes back for it. There's a long pass down here that Hawkins is taken down by Gill. Some good checking. Bethel picks up the ball. Adanacs now. Malowski passes off to Wetzel. Blair Wetzel's passing here to Holland. Gary Holland from the corner. Adanacs trailing 2-0. Just under 13 minutes to go here in the first period. Here's a shot by Holland, kicked out by Steve. Steves has been very sharp in goal so far for the Outlaws. Here's Green, out in front, Forrest all alone, fake shoots. Oh, and again Steve stopped him. What's the secret here, Don? I think they got to go low on this big guy.
I think so. I think they think he's tall. When he's standing straight up and down.
Kevin Green with some great hustle, comes up with that ball. Green holds that ball, back passes to Wetzel. Lost the ball. Ball goes loose. Richmond trying to get a break here. Dixon going after it. Picks it up. Good hustle by Brad Dixon. Passes off here to Paquin. Leo Paquin, who scored the first goal of the game for the Outlaws. Controls that ball. He's a great stick handler. Now he comes down that side. Nice pass to Cooper, but it was picked off by Force. Robbie Force. Still got the ball as 10 seconds is being run off the clock on this change. That will make Coach Greg Thomas very happy. Here's Wishart coming down the right side. He tried to shoot, stopped again by Steves.
Gordon, he's standing tall without the ball, and it looks like he's got a lot of room there, but when he crouches down, he's filling the net.
Well, it seems to me, Don, they're going to the top corners all the time. Nobody's shooting low on him. I think that could be the key. Patkin with the ball, passes to Kilbride. That's Rich Kilbride. His high-scoring brother, John Kilbride, is not in the lineup, and neither is Walder, another top scorer for Richmond. But the Richmond club showing their depth as they lead 2-0 here. Nishiyama now for the Adanacs at the face-off circle. Fakes a shot, passes off to Forsberg. Ball goes across to Wishart, picked up by Chardulo. There's that big shot, a great stop by Steves. He got his, again, a high shot, Don. Stopped it with his shoulder. Chardulo.
Yeah, they could have, goalie's going to check on his, I think he got hit high, yeah.
Don, maybe you could tell us about a couple of the Adanac players who had quite a weekend here last weekend.
Well, we got to stop in the action. Jimmy Nishiyama, who's out there at the moment, and Kurt Malowski went to the summer games in BC, and they coached their team to a second-place win, silver medal for the Midget B. And it's nice to see junior players who've been coached for 12 years going back and giving something back into the game that has done them so well.
That's right, Don. They were played in Prince George, and I understand that the Mackenzie team beat them in the finals. So it's nice to see a town from way up north,
Yeah.
winning the summer games.
A lot of good lacrosse played up north. Not as much competition as down in Vancouver, but
and I understand this Coquitlam midget B team will be going to Kelowna for the provincials next weekend. So they've got a good chance up there. That's right. Here's Chardulo now breaking in. Shoots. Another stop. A gain by Steves. A gain high, Don. Got to keep commenting. The shots are all high. Ball, they battle for it on the boards there. Bertram battling for it. Along with Mason. Now it's picked up by Zeelenberg. Zeelenberg over to Bertram, who scored the second Outlaw goal. He fakes. Cuts to the middle. Now he passes off. The pass is missed. Goes loose. Bertram hustles in there. Forsberg goes right after him. Forsberg knocks the ball out, but Bertram comes up with it. Bertram out to Mason. Mason fakes. Tries to beat Wishart. He does. He shoots way wide. The ball bounces in behind in the crease and picked up by Spavin. Spavin goes behind his own net. Comes out of the crease. Goaltender, when he has the ball in his crease, must pass within 5 seconds or the other team gets possession. That's why he came out of his net. Here's Broughton, wide open. Oh, and Bethel couldn't catch the pass. Gill couldn't. Now Gill picks up the ball. Gill's right in the middle. Fakes a shot. Belted by Dodds. The ball goes loose. Picked up by Malowski. Malowski, leading scorer for the Adanacs. Passes off to Bethel. Bethel cuts in off the right face-off circle. Shoots. And there he went low that time, Don. Didn't do any good. He stopped it anyway.
Adanacs are getting the ball back. There's a little interference after the shot.
Bethel's got that ball. Gill's wide open. Shoots, scores! Chris Gill. Chris Gill from Bethel makes it 2-1.
Yeah.
And
that was the bounce shot, Gordon, that you're calling for. And if we can see it on the replay here, he shot very, very low and it bounced up through the goalie's legs.
Well, you know, Don.
Here it comes in right now.
That's about the fourth good scoring chance Chris Gill's had, and he put this one away.
Well, I've got the shots right now, Gordon, 15-4 in the favor of the Coquitlam Adanacs.
That's great goaltending by the Richmond goaltender Steves, who I haven't seen this year, Don. I saw the other goaltender, Goundry, who was very steady.
Yep.
So they've got excellent goaltending as well as an excellent team. Here comes Malowski on the faceoff, down the middle. Going down the middle, Bethel right in and shoots. Oh, he just missed the top corner.
He had the corner that time, Gordon.
He sure did, but he missed the net. Richards with that ball. Richards in the middle. Passes off here to Phipps. Phipps, number 90 for the Outlaws. Gets away from Broughton. Broughton's a great checker for the Adanacs. Seldom does he ever get beat by a man. Stays with his man, coming out of the corner. Still Phipps there is a moving block, and good call.
Good call by the referee.
Excellent call by Mike Everett, the
good heads-up play.
Referee. Here's Malowski with a ball. Passes out here to Holland. Gary Holland at center floor having trouble with that ball. Picks it up. Passes out here to Bowen, Jamie Bowen. He's being checked by Phipps. Here's Forrest right in. Forrest shoots. Nice stop by Steve's. Got a piece of it. Now we got a penalty coming up.
Yep.
And we'll see a power play, Don, for the Adanacs. And Don, I understand between the first and second period, your guest will be Big Greg Swinford, who had a great game here last Wednesday, scoring a goal against his old Salmon Belly mates.
Yes.
So he's a tough guy on the Adanacs, so it should be an interesting interview.
Yeah, should be. Gordon will remind the fans again that Brad Dixon is looking for another shorthanded goal.
That's right, Don.
And,
this could be the time
more.
he could set the all-time record if he can score here.
Or is it Dixon going in the box?
No, that's number
Phipps.
90, Phipps going into the box. Dixon is
wearing the other assistant captains, number 87.
Matsu out there with Cooper. Here's Bowen right in front to Forrest, and missing that pass was Holland. Going after that loose ball. Matsu can't come up with it. Picked up by Bowen. Bowen missed Forrest. Forrest comes up with it on the face-off circle. Switches with Gill. Gill takes the ball back to Forrest. Out to Holland. Holland back to Malowski. Back to Holland. Back to Forrest. Gill missed it. Here's Malowski. Shoots. It's deflected by Steve's wide. There was no call. Don, I thought sure that shot was on goal. Here comes Dixon.
Here he comes for the record.
Dixon's got a chance going right in on goal. Shoots. Scores!
There it is.
Brad Dixon! Yeah. And the whole bench empties.
Yeah, there you go.
And that sets a new record in the Junior A lacrosse for shorthanded goals. 17th shorthanded goal this season.
And that stood since 1977, so he broke a record that's standing there for
That's an all-time record. He
13
just shattered
years.
the record with a 17th shorthanded goal of the season. And it gives the Outlaws a 3-1 lead. Brad Dixon, and I know Don, when we had assistant coach Wolfong on here, Dave Wolfong from the Adanacs, he indicated he really would like to get a hold of this Dixon kid in this year's draft for the WLA.
He felt Dixon would go first.
Whoa, a great goal. He put a bounce shot by Spaven, who had no chance on it.
Gordon, we should mention, though, that's Coquitlam's changed up their power play again. And
that's right, and it's hard to understand.
Yeah. We've seen one.
Well, I mean, the obvious question is there something wrong with Jamie Bowen? Why wouldn't he be on that power play?
And Fridge wasn't on the power play either.
No. Now it's Gill coming up with that ball. We'll see if they make that change now. But yeah, here comes Fridge now, Don.
And Jamie Bowen.
Yeah, that's a 5-minute penalty on that play, which I didn't pick up, Don. But it is a 5-minute major penalty to Phipps. So Adanacs got a chance here for another 3 minutes. There's Gill's shot, stopped by Steves. Cooper, now it's picked up by Anderson. Anderson pulls his way down into the corner. Holland and Fridge are after him. Anderson, good hustle by Anderson. He stays right with the ball. Great work. Dixon's in there now, standing back a bit. Now Fridge comes up with it. Anderson goes right after Fridge, knocks the ball out of his stick. Now it's Holland. He finally passes to goaltender Spaven. Spaven flips it up to Fridge. The Adanacs still got 2 minutes and 28 seconds as Phipps picked up a major penalty. Now there's a pass to Holland. Holland back to Fridge, to Gill, to Forrest. He shoots. He's stopped by Steves. There's a long pass down the floor to Reed. Reed picks it up. He's walking right in. Reed shoots. Oh, he just went over the top of the net. Patquin tries to pick up the rebound. Gill comes up with it. Gill watched by Patquin. Chris Gill slows
Gordon, I think
down.
on that last play, if the referees were counting, they could have easily called too many men on the floor because there was still 4 boys on the floor when there were 2 men broke out of the box.
Fridge now with that ball for the Adanacs, who are on the power play to Malowski. Adanacs really need a goal here. Fridge picks it up. They trail 3-1. Malowski to Forrest, back to Malowski, to Fridge, to Bowen. Bowen to Gill, who was interfered with. Chardulo picked that ball up. There's his pass across to Bowen. A great stop by Steves. Steves has been outstanding for the Outlaws. Another call against the Outlaws. 6:07 to go here in the first period. Richmond Outlaws 3, Coquitlam Adanacs 1. 1:30 to go in the penalty to Phipps, who got a major penalty for cross-checking. Here's a shot by Chardulo. Bounce shot kicked out by Steves. Ball goes loose. Hawkins dropped his man. Gill didn't like that. Here's Steves way out of his goal. Steves still got the ball. There's a pass that Patquin couldn't come up with. Oh, Bowen missed the open net. Steves was caught out of his net.
Yeah, good call.
Now there's a call there. And it's against the Outlaws again. 10 seconds. Fridge now walks in, shoots. Ooh, he just grazed the top, went over the top of the goaltender's left ear. There's a long pass down the floor. Ball bounces high, picked up by Chardulo. Paulo Chardulo. Out here to Malowski to Fridge. Fridge across to Gill. Gill back to Fridge. Fridge shoots. Stopped by Steves. Out to Bowen. Bowen out. Chardulo into Gill. Gill back to Chardulo. Chardulo back to, fakes a pass. Across to Fridge. Fridge shoots. Goes low. And another great stop by Steves. Now coming out is Matsu for the Outlaws. Down the right side. His team is shorthanded for 30 seconds. Matsu in the corner. Watched by Malowski, who goes after him. There's a pass picked off by Richards for the Outlaws. It came off the boards. Passes to Reed. Reed passes to Matsu. He dropped the ball. And Malowski come up with that ball. Some good work. Out to Bethel. 13 seconds now, and the Outlaws will come out of this penalty with a 1 short-handed goal, and the Adanacs with nothing.
And Gordon, the power play that we commented on, the main power play was out there for almost 3 minutes after the shorthanded people were tired out. So that was the Thomas's strategy, if you could call it that.
It still wasn't the power play that we saw last week, Don, that was so effective with Holland setting up Fridge and Forrest and Gill. There's a chance for Bertram. A nice stop by Spaven. He'll come up with that save. Spaven in behind. 4:25 to go here in the first period. Junior A lacrosse action from the Coquitlam Sports Center. Here's big Jamie Bowen with that ball from pass from Green. There's a penalty coming up against Dodds. So Don, the Adanacs will have a chance to go in the penalty power play again. Bowen has got 6 seconds on that shot clock. He's going to shoot. Now he fakes. There's a pass to Holland. He shoots. Stopped by Steves.
Gordon, I've got that down as a 23rd stop by that goaltender, and so far he's been the star of the first period. But I don't think it's the fact that he's playing, other than playing his position very well. The Adanacs are hitting him. They're missing the corners. They're just not getting. They're not taking their time and putting the ball away.
There's no doubt about it, Don. The Adanacs have dominated the period. They trail 3-1. Great goaltending to Steves and poor shooting in combination, as you say. Robbie Forrest picks up that ball now. Tries to come out of the corner. Going after him is Matsu, who's picked up by Brad Dixon, who set an all-time junior A lacrosse record here in the first period with a 17th shorthanded goal of the year, breaking the old record of 16. Here's Chardulo into Force, which has stood since 1977. Holland over to Chardulo, back to Holland. Holland shoots. Nice stop by Steves. Picked up by Richards. Oh, he's dumped by Force, who's going to get a penalty. Actually, that was Darren Anderson.
It'd be nice to see if we could get a replay on that penalty, Gordon,
Actually,
because I thought he got the ball cleanly and he tripped over his own feet, but I guess it's not possible. But it seems to.
Here's the replay.
Here it comes now. Oh, I guess he got his foot in there afterwards.
Looked like his foot was in there.
We have to thank Perry for that replay. Makes me feel a little better.
So both teams will be a man short. Malowski comes up, as he usually does on that faceoff with the ball. He fakes, tries to beat Matsu. Passes off to Green, Kevin Green. Tries to get away from Patquin. Patquin checks and the ball goes loose. Green comes up with the ball. Great effort. Scores! Oh. Beautiful goal by Kevin Green. What a tremendous effort. And Don, between the second and third periods, Kevin Green's going to be your interview. You can talk about that goal.
We'll have
that
to
was
talk
sheer
about
hustle.
That was an excellent goal.
Just sheer hustle got that goal for the Adanacs, and that makes it 3-2.
Yeah, it brings the game back, too.
Watch the replay here. Patquin checked him. He picked up a loose ball with one hand and put it between the legs of goaltender Steves, and that's got to make the Adanacs feel a little bit better the way they played, getting within one goal now, 3-2.
3-2 is a more honest score at this time. The Adanacs should be leading.
Dixon with that ball. Passes up here to Richards. Richards in the middle. Drops it off Dixon. Dixon dropped the ball. Phipps picks it up. Phipps shoots. Scores! Nice shot. And Don, I wouldn't be surprised to see a goaltending change here. Especially at this end. Can't blame Spaven, but there's a couple goals will have to be considered a bit of a soft variety. That had to be one of them.
Just
a long shot.
It's unfortunate on that play that the Adanac checker fell down and he got away from him. But
Daryl Phipps firing that goal by Spaven, and it's 4-2 now for the Outlaws over the Adanacs. Battle for it at center. Picked up by the Outlaws, Anderson. As now Phipps comes up with it again. Phipps. Oh, there's a shot that just went wide. Richards goes in, hit Malowski. Malowski passes off to Green. Oh, he's belted by Phipps. Back passes to Chardulo. Chardulo can't pick up the ball. Dixon picks it up. Some great work. Comes straight down the middle. Gill after him. Dixon's in the clear. Dixon shoots. Oh, he missed the net. Green goes after it. Green hit by Dixon. Kevin Green up here to Bowen. Jamie Bowen as the team's
Adanacs are short-handed now.
Adanacs are short-handed. They have to kill off 30 seconds here in this penalty. Jamie Bowen keeps that ball. Dixon watches him. The face-off circle. Fakes. Green comes out. Still Bowen being watched by Richards. Richards and Anderson go after Bowen. Bowen carries that ball. He's a great penalty killer. He's still got it. Bowen now fires the ball into the corner. Green does a great job picking up that loose ball. 5 seconds on the Adanac penalty. They're going to kill this one, Don.
Yeah, looks good. Jamie Bowen
Green just takes his time.
What he did the other night.
Now there's 1 minute and 17 seconds to go here in the first period. Richmond Outlaws 4, Coquitlam Adanacs 2. Very key game for the Adanacs. It doesn't mean anything to the Outlaws, who have a fantastic 18-2 league record and have got first place sewn up. Another save by Steves. Don, he's got to be close to 25 saves for this.
That is the 25th save, Gordon. Right on.
Incredible goaltending. Bertram now with that ball. Less than a minute to go here in the first period. Bertram, who scored 1 goal for the Outlaws, cuts to the middle. Fakes a shot. Zallenberg sets a block. There's a pass. The ball goes loose. Spavin goes after it. Townsend.
Yeah, he knew it too. Stepped back into his crease. He got both legs out.
So Townsend now passes that ball off to Mason. Mason back to Townsend. He couldn't catch it. Ball goes loose. Comes back to Mason. 25 seconds to go in the period. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Mason with the ball for the Outlaws. They hold a 4-2 lead as we near the end of the first period. A period in which the Adanacs dominated but could not score on goaltender Steves. Bertram shoots. Scores!
Oh.
Great shot by Bertram. And Don, after that goal, I'm pretty sure we're going to see the end of the Adanac. I think the Adanacs will make a goaltending change. That was a long
between
shot.
the periods that they've got to.
So it's 5-2 with Bertram's second goal
Here's that
of the game.
replay. Just a
He really threaded that
shot.
shot. He had about the width of the ball between Spavin's leg and the post. He put it
That's
there.
all it was
Beautiful
there.
underhand sub shot. And it's 5-2 for the Outlaws. Spavin, as I looked the last 2 goals, the soft variety, picked up by Malowski. Malowski passes that ball to Bethel. Bethel takes a long shot, and that's the end of the first period. So the score at the end of the first period, the Richmond Outlaws 5, the Coquitlam Adanacs 2. Stand by. We'll be right back with an interview with my color man Don Scott and Greg Swinford of the Coquitlam Adanacs.
All the things you do to be healthy and to look good. But it's a fact that if you're between 16 and 30, the biggest single threat to your health, your looks, and your life is drinking and driving. Each year in BC, over 7,000 people are injured by drinking drivers. Most of those injuries are to the face and head. Don't take that chance. Counterattack drinking driving.
Welcome to the first period intermission, and my guest this evening is Greg Swinford. Greg, you were with the Salmon Bellies, and they let you go, and now you're with the Adanacs. You look like you found your home.
Yeah. I more or less went to school out here, more or less grew up here, so I'm glad to be back here.
The last game, we should talk about that because you played against your old teammates, and you played extremely well. I think you got 1 goal and 2 assists, a few penalties, but you played hard against them.
Yeah. Well, you always want to do good against your old team, eh? And they're out to get me at the start of the game, trying to get me going. And I started to get going at the first, but then I settled down the second and third and started playing all right.
How do you feel this Adanac team is? Right now, they seem to be stuck in 3rd place. They're trying to catch up to Burnaby, and Burnaby's just that one time ahead. They beat you on Sunday night. You're gonna win 2 of the next 3 games?
Oh, yeah. You can see it. We should have beat Burnaby. We had 1 goal disallowed that should have been allowed, and, it should have been our game.
And tonight, you've as you said, we talked a little bit earlier, that your defense seems to be letting them shoot, but you've had 25 shots in the first period. You should be up, not down.
Just not sinking the goals. Richmond's sort of got that psychological edge on us right now that we just got to, once we beat them, I know it'll be all downhill from there.
Yeah, but you're a bit of a role player. You're playing with some of the smaller boys on the team. You weigh in excess of 200 pounds, so do you feel that you're one of the tough guys on the team?
I don't know about tough guys, but yeah, one of the better defensemen, harder hitters.
Yeah, you hit very hard. I've watched you. You get a few extra penalties, but the Adanacs, before you came to them, they were a little bit light. Before Bowen and Fridge arrived, they were a little light until you came. It looked pretty nice.
Yeah, well, that's another reason I figured I could help out the team by coming over here, because New Esthersley isn't going anywhere, and I know these guys are going to the Minto, so I figured with maybe a bit of extra size and defensiveness, it could help them that a little extra.
Well, I'm glad you have the confidence going into it. You feel right now it looks like you're going to be playing Burnaby, eh?
Probably, most likely, yeah.
And you're almost even.
Yeah. It's every time we play them, it's a close game. 1-2 goals you separating us.
Well, Greg, we appreciate you coming up here in this first period, and we'll let you get back. And thank you very much for being our guest. And good luck, and let's hope some of those goals will go in. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Robert Bateman. I think it is a wonderful thing for a Canadian family to establish a relationship with a family from another culture. I think it really helps us all know what makes the world go round. Please call Foster Parents Plan now.
Children, all children are the future and must be our concern. Please help. Call toll-free Foster Parents Plan, 1-800-268-7174.
All set to go here in the second period with the Adanacs trailing the Richmond Outlaws 5-2. Don, give us a quick rundown of the scoring.
Well, the scoring I don't think is the big part of the game, Gordon. It's the shots. I have the shots 25-5 for Coquitlam, and they were stoned by the goaltender. The 5 goals scored by Richmond is Paquin, 2 by Bertram, 1 by Dixon, 1 by Phipps, and by the Adanacs, 1 by Gill and 1 by Green, 2 of the smaller boys.
So the Adanacs are going to have to start putting the ball in the net, Don. Now it's Malowski out to Bethel. He dropped the ball, picked up by the Outlaws. Dixon, who set an all-time record with the 17th shorthanded goal of the season in the first period, and that brought his entire bench emptied when he scored that goal. Here's Hawkins breaking down the middle. Dixon, there's a shot kicked out by Spavin as the Adanacs did not make a change in goal. Here comes a penalty to the Outlaws. Bill Duck calls it. Slashing penalty.
Slashing penalty, but that's...
not sure who is going to be on. I believe it's on Richmond. Yeah, Richmond's getting the penalty, Don. Dixon's picking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, slashing penalty, says referee Bill Duck.
That was Bill Duck, as senior referee, realized there was a couple of boys starting to act up there, so he stood there and made sure that cooler heads prevailed before he walked away.
Now the Adanacs go on the power play, and Don, that's one of their breakdowns in that first period. They had a 5-minute power play, and the only goal scored was scored by the Outlaws.
That's right.
Malowski passes that ball out to Holand. And we're waiting. Now here's the power play we saw last week, Don, that was so effective, scored, I believe it was 6 goals on the power play. Here's Fridge to Gill. Gill took a shot from a bad angle that time, and it went off the side of the goalpost and the net. The goaltender had the angle covered. Holand picks up the ball. Holand right in and shoots. Nice stop by Steves. Picked up in there by Hawkins. Hawkins to Steves. Passes that ball out to Zellenberg. Zellenberg races after it. Picked up by Patquin. Patquin's pass. Holand. Nice work by the goaltender Spavin to get that ball out of the crease so it wasn't called back in. Forrest now to Gill. Gill is belted by Hawkins. In to Forrest. Forrest right in. Nice stop by Steves, who's been the story of this game. Great goaltending. Matsu, Kelly Matsu, the captain for the Outlaws. Right down the floor. Gill goes right with him, makes a beautiful stick check. Ball goes loose. Ball goes in the corner. Matsu trying to come out of there with it. Ball still loose. Picked up by Matsu, does some great penalty killing. Comes out of the corner. Flips the ball out to Phipps. Phipps fakes the shot, hangs on to it. 30 seconds on the penalty as the Outlaws do a great job of killing off this penalty. Fridge goes after him, drives him over. Picked up by Richards. Richards into Reed. Reed right in front, shoots, hit the crossbar. Now Fridge trying to get a breakaway, but he couldn't come up with that ball. Steves picks it up. 10 seconds on the penalty to the Outlaws. And they've done a great job, as usual, killing off penalties. Patquin now at center floor. Gets over, walks down the middle. He's right in. Patquin shoots. Nice stop by Spavin. Spavin flips it off to Force as the Outlaws come back to full strength. So the Outlaws have done a great job killing penalties, Don. That's where they really excel.
Something's wrong right now. The Adanacs seem to be taking this lightly, almost like as if they got an opportunity to win without even trying.
Well, they haven't defeated Richmond all year. There's a nice stop by Steves. Picked up by Cooper. Cooper for the Outlaws. Carries the ball down the right side at the face-off circle. Out to Patquin. Leo Patquin. He's got a great shot. Cuts down, winds. Oh, that shot was really hooked on and went way wide.
They got to watch Patquin because he will shoot. There's no time that he won't take a shot.
There's a bad pass, but it's picked up by the Adanacs. Forsberg over to Chardullo. Paul Chardullo into Joel Wishart. Big guy in the corner. Comes up to the face-off circle. There's a pass that was in the crease as Forsberg had a stick in the crease. Outlaws come up with it. Richards, long pass. No, the ball comes to the goaltender. And it's interference call. Good call by referee Mike Everett. Outlaws with the ball. Comes out here to Dixon. Dixon at that face-off circle. Passes here to Hawkins. Hawkins fakes a shot. Hawkins still got the ball. Hawkins at the face-off circle. At 9 seconds on the shot clock. There's a pass in here to Richards. Richards shoots, just missed the top corner. Ball bounces loose, and the Adanacs will take over in the 30-second violation. Swinford now is out there. Passes off to Spavin, the goaltender. Spavin out here to Wetzel. Blair Wetzel. Outlaws lead 5-2 here in the second period. That was no goals have been scored. There's a pass that Green couldn't come up with. Now it's picked up by Robbie Force. Force to Wetzel. Wetzel fakes. Anderson hit him. Flipped at the hole and in the corner. Watched by Richards. Richards stays with him. Comes out to Force. Force fakes a shot. Moves in. Shot wide. And there goes the 30-second clock. And the Outlaws. Now Green gets his stick up in there with Dixon, but nothing comes of it.
He will be our guest between the second and third intermission. We'll talk to him about. He's taken on a pretty big boy in that Dixon.
Well, Don, he's a real hustler. He hustles every game, in and out game. He gets a lot of loose balls. He doesn't score a great many goals, but he scored a beautiful goal in the first period.
Yeah.
Reed now with the ball down the left side, passes back into the middle. Reed picks up the loose ball. Watched by Robbie Forrest, passes to the crease. That failed to click. Ball goes out, picked up by Paquin. Out to Cooper. Cooper shoots. Nice stop by Spavin, and went low to block that shot.
Nice to see that, Gordon.
Yeah. Out
Couple
to
more
Forrest.
stops like that, Spavin will be his old
Forrest
self.
down the right wing. Stops. Watched by Cooper. Off to Malowski. Malowski. Watched by Cooper. Malowski passes off to Bethel. Bethel. At the face-off circle, cuts in, shoots, and goaltender Steves had the angle covered perfectly. Makes another stop. He's made a lot of them tonight. Ball goes loose on a bad pass. Fridge can't pick it up. The ball goes back in the Adanac zone. Goaltender Spavin comes out to get it. He has trouble picking it up. Oh, he gives it to Cooper. Cooper's coming on. Oh, Spavin stopped the shot with it. Net was wide open. He got his stick up and stopped it. Back comes Broughton, Joel Broughton. Down the middle. Makes a nice move. Feeds Malowski. Malowski scores!
Oh, well
Beautiful goal. What a picture goal. Malowski from Broughton. Beautiful play by Joel Broughton and a great goal by Malowski.
We'll have to talk about Gary Spavin on that one, too, because he gave the ball away and saved it. And
Broughton on the replay makes a fake,
comes.
gets by, flips to Malowski, puts it by Steves, and it's 5-3.
Gordon, you were saying that he would be weak low, and if you can see them, he reached out with his stick a long way. That's a long ways down for a goaltender the side of Steves.
So that really gets the Adanacs back into this game, Don.
You bet. That was an important goal.
Malowski tries it, battles, and they battle in that center circle for the ball. Malowski comes up with it with great work. Back to Kevin Green. Green's got the ball. Gets away. Oh, here comes a penalty to Dodds as he grabbed him. Dodds grabbed Green as he was trying to get away. It was very obvious. And Bill Duck picked it up. Wetzel. Adanacs pull their goaltender. Got an extra player out on the floor. The ball goes loose. Steves comes out. And we get a whistle. We'll have that penalty now on Dodds for the Outlaws.
That was just that good hustle that you said about Green. He had the ball, he cut between two players, and with his size, he should have been knocked down, but he got away from him and made someone grab him. That was an excellent play by Green.
With 13:37 to go here in the second period, Don, if the Adanacs can click on the power play, they'll be right back in this lacrosse game.
Yeah, it'll really lift their spirits.
A reminder, lacrosse fans, at the end of tonight's game, the Adanac Willis Player of the game will be presented with a beautiful hat from Willis Sporting Goods to supply all your sporting goods needs in Coquitlam. And he'll be presented by my color man, Don Scott. So stand by for that right at the end of the conclusion of tonight's lacrosse game. Now on the power play, Fridge is setting up, shoots, just missed the bottom corner. Ball bounces down the floor.
We've got a change on the power play again,
Spavin
Gordon.
comes out. Yeah, I noticed that, Don, that Fridge is setting it up.
They're struggling, and so they're bringing some more boys.
There's no sign of Bowen, and I don't know if Jamie Bowen, there's a save, might be injured, or he doesn't seem to be getting as much floor time as normal. This is an important game for the Adanacs. Steve's taking his time. He's got 10 seconds. Passes the ball up, and it's missed by Paquin. Goes down the floor. Picked up by Malowski. Malowski carries that ball. Fridge comes back out, set up on the point. Malowski's got the shooter spot. Passes off to Fridge. Darren Fridge. Back to Malowski. Back to Fridge. Fridge winds, shoots, scores!
Excellent goal.
Darren Fridge picked the corner. Another low shot, Don, by Steves, and it's 5-4.
That's a big one.
Malowski assisting on that goal.
Let's have a look at that replay because that's a big goal.
Fridge played that very
Fridge to Malowski,
smartly.
back to Fridge, and bang.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So Malowski's really sparked his club. He scored one goal and set up another to get his team right back in the game. Richmond Outlaws 5, Coquitlam Adanacs 4. Ball now to Matsu. Outlaws come back with that ball, back to Matsu. Kelly Matsu, the captain for the Outlaws, passes back to Paquin, Leo Paquin. Fakes a shot. There's a pass that Reed has trouble with. Forrest goes after him, Reed goes after it. They battle for the ball. Comes still loose. Jamie Bowen pick his man out. Paquin comes up with it. Here's a chance for Kilbride. Cooper.
That's the defense we're looking for.
Cooper. Now there's a man wide open. Reed, he shoots. Nice stop by Spaven. Spaven's really come up big in the second period. After a shaky first period, he's being very solid. Here's a shot by Paquin. Another great stop by Spaven. Here's a quick break. Oh, that ball went a bad pass out of Spaven's stick. But Holland goes after it anyway. Nice work by Holland. He battles two Outlaws for it. Ball, there's Bowen smacking into his man. Matsu, the ball goes loose. Oh, Blackmore couldn't pick it up. It's called for interference. Good hustle by the Adanacs. With that ball is Wetzel, Blair Wetzel. 11:27 to go here in the second period. Richmond Outlaws 5, Coquitlam Adanacs 4. Very key game for the Coquitlam Adanacs. They're trying to win second place from the Burnaby Cablevision. Here's Shardulo. Swinford couldn't pick it up. Ball bounces loose. Nishiyama couldn't pick it up. Picked up by Paquin. Paquin's long, bad pass picked off by Shardulo. Shardulo comes in with Paquin to beat. He fakes a back passes to Swinford. He couldn't pick it up, but Nishiyama does get it to Forsberg. He couldn't pick it up. Goes loose. Shardulo goes after the loose ball with Paquin. Ball picked up by Paquin. Paquin flips that ball off to Matsu. Kelly Matsu has that ball. Picking that ball up now is number 91, Richards, for the Outlaws. Cuts to the face-off circle, gets out in the middle. Richards shoots, just stopped by goaltender Spaven, who got his arm on it. Nishiyama can't come up with it. Going around the net. Out here it comes to Hawkins. Hawkins shoots, just wide out drive. Just went wide of the top corner. Don, I've been impressed with this number 82, Gary Hawkins of the Outlaws.
Yeah, he's
very tough guy, and he just took a tremendous overhand shot. Shardulo for the Adanacs. Gets that, fires. Oh, a low shot stopped by Steves. Hawkins now. Steves slows it down. Passes off. Phipps with that ball, number 90 for the Outlaws. Passes in here, it goes astray, goes loose. Wishart goes after it, goes out of bounds. Went off an Adanac, so the Outlaws, Dixon's got it. Out in the middle. Dixon passes off. Coming out there, here's a shot by Phipps, stopped by Spaven. Broughton, Joel Broughton right down the middle. Broughton shoots. Nice stop by Steves.
Both teams are taking a lot of body right now, Gordon. You're bouncing everybody around.
Excellent lacrosse, Don. Very, very good lacrosse.
Good, clean, hard hitting.
Here's Mason now for the Outlaws. Tries to beat his man. Cuts out in the middle. Mason still got it. Coming to set a pick here is Zellenberg. There's a shot. Just went wide by the Outlaws. Wensink was the player that shot. Darren Wensink. Now the Adanacs come back. Gill missed that ball, but it picked up by Bethel, Greg Bethel. Passes to, ball goes loose as Wetzel couldn't hang on to it. Bertram now for the Outlaws. He scored 2 goals in the first period. Out to Mason. Mason tries to beat Gill. Gets by Gill. Shoots. Nice stop by Spaven, who's been really turned things around, Don.
Yeah,
He's just playing an outstanding goal. He flips that ball out to Forrest. Back come the Adanacs. They trail 5-4 with 8:18 to go here in the second period. Robbie Forrest Passes in here, Wetzel, out to Bethel. Bethel shoots.
Scored! Oh,
Score!
beautiful goal.
Beautiful three-way passing play. And it's 5-all. What a beautiful passing, Don. We'll see this on the replay.
Yeah, this is wonderful to see.
They really worked that ball around.
Yeah.
Robbie Forrest made a great play. He put it onto the crease, then across to Bethel. Will pick the top corner when goaltender Steves went down. And we've got a 5-all lacrosse game. And the Adanacs have really caught fire, starting to put the balls in the net, Don. Beautiful three-way passing play. Loose ball, they battle for it. Malowski in there. They really fight for that ball as Matsu is really battling, and it's the Adanacs come up with the ball. Robbie Forrest. Robbie Forrest with that ball. The Adanacs have 3 games remaining to catch second place Burnaby Cablevision. Burnaby do have finished the season. They have none left. There's a shot, stopped by Steves. And the Adanacs must win. They're 3 points behind Cablevision. They must win 2 of their last 3 games. They play Richmond tonight, and they have 2 games with Esquimalt, home and away. Cooper takes a shot. Goes into the corner, went wide. Cutting out here with that ball. Here's a shot by Phipps. There's another shot right in front. Stopped by goaltender Spavin. Now Spavin comes up with that ball. Flips it to Green. Green back to Spavin. There's a long pass picked up by Chardulo. Chardulo has that ball. Passes into Swinford. Big guy comes out in the middle. Swinford shoots. Just missed the top corner with a bounce shot. The Richmond Outlaws have only lost 2 games all season. And the Coquitlam Adanacs have not defeated them this season. So it would be a big lift for the Adanacs.
Yeah, it sure would, especially going into the playoffs.
Outlaws with the ball. There's a shot
Nice
by Phipps, kicked out by Spavin. Ball goes to the corner. Chardulo watches his man, Anderson. Now coming out of the corner. There's a shot by Bertram. He has 2 goals. He missed. Ball comes down the floor. Steves comes out of his net. Kevin Steves throws that ball down. A bad pass that Swinford couldn't pick off. Anderson goes after. Anderson gets it. Comes out of the corner. Anderson's hit by Swinford. Picked up by Bertram. Bertram in front. Shot. Great stop. Richards.
Outstanding save.
Great pass. Great shot and a great stop. Here's Kevin Green hustling up to center floor. And a reminder, Kevin Green will be my color man, Don Scott's second period guest at the end of the second period. He should be an interesting interview. Here's Darren Fridge out in the middle. Passes off to Bethel. Bethel dropped the ball. Stays after it. Falling there was Dixon, who slipped.
Interference, good
call. Good call by referee Everett on the interference on Dixon. Malowski with that ball now. 5-all lacrosse game with 5:40 to go here in the second period.
Well, we got a break here, Gordon. There's a loose stick down. And we got to talk about the goaltenders here. Of the first period, it was Steves. In this second period, it's got to be Spavin. It's got to be the star of the second period.
That's right, Don.
Yeah, the player's playing with a broken stick. I think, Gordon, he's going to get a penalty.
Don, while we got a little break here, maybe you could quickly run down the league standings for the fans.
Well, standing as they sit right now, Richmond has 36 points, Burnaby 31, Coquitlam right behind it with 27, Esquimalt with 22, New Westminster 8, and South Fraser Stickman with 4. And with Coquitlam 4 points behind, they have 2 games in hand. Or actually have 3 games in hand.
Actually, Don, with those standings, I said Coquitlam has to win 2 out of 3. Coquitlam actually have to get 5 points out of the possible 6 to get second place away from Burnaby. Okay. So this game is a critical game for them. All 3 games remaining.
Well, the penalty's going to Coquitlam.
Blackmore. I wonder if it was a bench penalty, Don. I don't know on that one. Anyhow, Coquitlam's a man short, so the Outlaws have a rare power play in this game. Paquin, who usually sets it up, has that ball. Reed goes to the shooter spot on the left side. There's a pass over here to Phipps, back to Reed into Phipps. Phipps shoots, scores!
Yep.
Beautifully executed goal by
Yeah, we'll
Phipps.
see on the replay that it was just a great pass, and into the net.
Reed flipped the ball to him as he cut through the middle, and he put it behind Spaven, who had no chance in that. And it's 6-5.
Here we come right now.
Cross to Reed, and here comes Phipps, bang, in the net. So the Outlaws lead 6-5 now. Seesaw lacrosse game. It's been a dandy, Don. As almost all the games this season have been great lacrosse.
Great lacrosse.
Lacrosse fans, you only got one more chance to see a regular league game with the Adanacs, and that's next Wednesday night. The Esquimalt Legion team is here. Here's Fridge right in. Back to Bethel. Bethel dropped the ball, and it's called for being in the crease. The Esquimalt Legion here next Wednesday, July 25th at 8 o'clock game time. Esquimalt Legion against the Adanacs, and that's a final league game before the playoffs. And when the playoffs start, we're not sure where they're going to start, either Coquitlam or Burnaby. It'll be Burnaby and Coquitlam, and Don, that'll be a great series.
That's going to be a series and a half.
Zellenberg passes off to Dodds. There's a crease infraction against the Outlaws, against Bertram. There's Malowski with that ball down the left side. Kurt Malowski's pass to Bethel. Couldn't come up with it. Chris Gill goes after Bertram. The ball bounces loose. There goes Townsend. Spaven knocked the ball away. Picked up by Bertram. There's nobody in goal. He shoots, and Kurt Malowski made a great stop.
You bet.
Oh, what a play by Malowski. He covered the open net and stopped it with his bare legs. There's a stop by goaltender Steves at the other end. Don, you don't see that very often.
No, you don't. That was an excellent play by Malowski. Good heads up lacrosse.
It showed you what kind of courage this guy has to stand in front of a shot lacrosse ball with no pads. So he saved a sure goal. Outlaws now with that ball. They lead 6-5. There's a pass across. Dixon couldn't come up with it. Comes to the goaltender. Spaven, nice pass out to Bethel. Breaking down the middle. Wetzel couldn't come up with that pass. It was too far. He hustles after it. Taken off the ball, and the Outlaws come up with it. Dixon takes that pass. Comes down the center, 2-on-1. Green trying to get back. Dixon shoots. Scores! Brad Dixon with his second goal of the game, and it's 7-5 for the Outlaws.
Yeah, that was a goal that came away. The Adanacs are getting too excited here. They made a couple of bad passes down the floor, and then Richmond went there. They are now going in 2-on-1.
The goaltender had no chance in that, Don. He walked right in on him. So Dixon scored his second goal. His first goal set an all-time record in Junior A lacrosse. It was his 17th shorthanded goal of the season. So he saw history in the making here tonight, Don, on Dixon's first goal. Malowski. They fight for that ball at center floor. And this comes up for the Outlaws. Reed missed Kilbride. Forsberg goes after it. The Adanacs, Spaven, the goaltender, comes up with it. 3:20 to go here in the second period. 7-5. The Outlaws have regained the lead over the Adanacs. Chardulo to Wishart. Wishart called on the crease play against Swinford. Back comes the Outlaws, carrying that ball. He's belted by Chardulo. It's Cooper. Cooper checked by Chardulo. Reed goes after it. Ball goes loose. Chardulo does it, comes up with it. Ball goes to the goaltender, Spaven, to Swinford. Swinford being checked in there by Mason. Now Fridge gets it. Bertram checked him, but Chardulo picks up the loose ball. Chardulo. And the Outlaws are up to their aggressive forechecking, Don.
Yeah, they're not letting the Adanacs get it. Oh, Gill is on the crease. Yeah,
close call. A nice pass from Broughton. Mason passes that ball out to Cooper. Cooper, there's a pass, and man coming out of the box. A shot by Winsing just went wide. Picked up by Bethel. Bethel flips it out to Broughton. Joel Broughton comes down the middle. Tries to beat his man. He gets partially by Phipps, but Phipps stays with him. Fakes his shot. Still Broughton. Broughton checked now. Ball goes loose. Good work as Winsing comes up with it for the Outlaws. Got a breakaway. Winsing going right in on goal. Winsing shoots. Nice stop by Spaven. Got his shoulder on that breakaway shot of Winsing's. There's a pass to Malowski. His pass is, Bethel couldn't pick it up as he missed it. Ball goes loose. Bethel's good hustle, trying to come up with it. Still after it. He still works in the corner. Malowski comes out of the corner with a ball. Out the middle. Kurt Malowski. He's played another great game for the Adanacs. To Wetzel. Gill scores!
scored.
Chris
Yes,
Gill.
well done.
Beautiful goal. And it's 7-6 Outlaws. Don, we got a great lacrosse game on our hands here. 1:30 to go in the second period. Richmond Outlaws 7, Coquitlam Adanacs 6, as Chris Gill just flashes a red light.
Yeah, here he come.
On a nice play again by Kurt Malowski, who's had a great game for the Adanacs.
Malowski to Bethel to Gill, and it's in the net.
Yeah. So, Don, if the Adanacs get another goal here and tie this game before this period ends, it would give them a big lift going into that third period.
Yes, it will.
Battle for that ball at center floor. Malowski tries to come up with it. The ball goes loose. Forrest can't come up with it. Anderson tries to come up and knocks Malowski down. Anderson comes down the right side. Gets Bowen checked him. Green comes up with the ball. Green out to Malowski. Malowski on the left side. 2 Outlaws back. Malowski keeps that ball, holds it, slows it down. Now he's being checked. Ball goes loose. And it's picked up by Mason. Mason out for the Outlaws. Mason holds the ball, slows it down. Richard with that ball. Richard's over to Dixon. Less than a minute to go in the first period. Outlaws with a 7-6 lead. Patkin couldn't catch that ball. Outlaws still got it. There's a pass in behind that goes loose. Bowen goes after it. And it's Adanac ball with 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Adanacs trail by 1 goal. Jamie Bowen to Force. Force to Wetzel. And they're being called on for too many men by referee Everett. So that'll put the Adanacs.
Looks like they passed off to the boy while he was coming out of the box.
That's a costly and a bad penalty this time.
Bad time.
The Adanacs had the momentum going for him. This will cool things off. Blackmore going to serve the bench penalty. So 18 seconds to go in the second period. Adanacs will be a man short. And the Outlaws have a chance to get a quick goal before the end of this period and take a 2-goal lead going into the third period. Ball bounces loose, picked up by Malowski, or Nishiyama, to Malowski. Malowski shoots, just missed the corner. Ball comes loose, picked up by Phipps. He throws that ball down here. There's a pass out to Richards. Richards fakes, shoots, missed the net. Ball goes loose, and that's the end of the second period. A great period of lacrosse as the Richmond Outlaws lead the Coquitlam Adanacs 7-6. Stand by. We'll be right back with an interview with Kevin Green of the Coquitlam Adanacs.
If you're planning a vacation, don't gamble when it comes to fire safety. Before you confirm your hotel reservations, make sure your accommodations will be safe. Ask whether the hotel is equipped with smoke detectors and fire sprinklers.
Lacrosse fans, welcome to the second period intermission, and I have as my guest this evening Kevin Green. Kevin, you're a role player with the Coquitlam Adanacs, and yet tonight you scored one of the first goals.
Yep.
How do you feel about this game so far?
It's going all right, actually. We're just not hustling enough, I don't think. Loose balls are hurting us quite a bit.
The first period, I have the shots down at 25, and I was talking to Greg when he was up here. The balls just weren't going in at it. Are you playing any particular shot against that particular tall goaltender, or is it just not going in for you?
We're actually trying the bounce shot to both sides and just at glove level, and it just doesn't seem to be working for us.
The shots appeared to be going high. Sometimes that'll happen when you're thinking about going low. The balls always go high.
Yeah, it's just instinct. Just fire the ball at the net.
Yeah. You're close now, though. You're within 1 goal.
Yeah.
This is the best you've gone going into the second period against Richmond so far. Yeah. They haven't walked away. Gary came up very, very big in that second period.
Yeah. Actually, out in Richmond, we were doing a little better there. We had them down by 6 goals, and we lost. But we're doing all right tonight. I think we could hopefully come out with a win here.
One of the things, Kevin, I'd like to ask you, you're going out there, you're playing, you're weighing at about 160 pounds, and you're going against players that are 200 and over. You draw a penalty on dodge there when you cut between two players. How does it feel? You see the size, no problem?
It feels good, actually. It feels good being small and being able to do that. I guess it's just something you're born with when you're...
Yeah, you have good lacrosse skills. As long as you can hang on the ball stick, you can get through there. Because you did pull a penalty on that. But this league does not as there's not as many fights or carry on like they used to be.
No.
It seems to be good, fast, hard hitting.
That's the way it should be played.
You started off here in the first period, though. It looked like you were going to take somebody on.
Get upset sometimes, get riled up. Adrenaline gets going, you know.
So you really don't care what you're up against.
No.
No. Well, Kevin, we wish you all the best of luck in the second period, because the third period, because I understand that if you win this one, you have a chance to go into second place.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to get 5 of the last 6 points.
I think it's. I think we got 4 games left. I think it's 6 of the 8.
Oh yeah. Well, let's hope it turns out real well. And Kevin, thank you for being my guest, and
thank you.
Good luck in the third period.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
May your health be with you, always.
All set to go here in the third period of this lacrosse game from the Coquitlam Sports Center. The Richmond Outlaws lead to Coquitlam Adanacs 7-6. Don, maybe give us a quick rundown on the scoring.
Well, the scoring in the second period was 2 goals by Richmond, Phipps and Dixon. And for the Adanacs, Malowski got 1 goal, Fridge got 1, Bethel and Gill. But of the 4 goals that were scored in the second period, Malowski scored 1 and had 2 assists.
He had a great period, Don, as the whole Adanac team really picked it up in that second period.
And the goaltending in the second period, as we were saying, Spaven was a little weak in the first, but he had 15 stops to 10 on that second period, and he was a big part of it.
As we start this third period, the Coquitlam Adanacs, Don, will be a man short for getting a penalty at the end of the period for too many men on the floor. And as we said earlier, it's a very key game for the Adanacs. They have 3 games left. They trail the Richmond team the Burnaby team by 4 points. They must get 5 points.
And here we go with the second period now, Gordon.
They must get 5 points to catch second place, to get second place. 5 points are their 6th in their 3 remaining games. On that face-off, picked up by Nishiyama. Adanacs are man short, carries the ball into the Richmond zone, falls, ball goes loose, goaltender Steves picks it up. Kevin Steves gives that ball to Richards. Richards to Leo Patquin. Patquin sets the power play up, fakes the pass, flips it over to Reed, back to Patquin. Phipps, back to Patquin, Patquin shoots. Oh, just stopped by goaltender Spaven. He bobbled that one, but he stopped it. There's a ball throwing down the floor. Steves comes out for it. Bowen goes after it. Big guy can't pick it up. He has trouble. Now he keeps fighting. The ball goes loose. He finally loses it. Picked up by the Outlaws. Phipps misses the pass from Kilbride. Malowski picks it up. The Adanacs got 45 seconds to kill his penalty off. Malowski's pass goes down the floor. And it's picked up by the goaltender Steves. Outlaws lead 7-6. They got 35 seconds remaining on this penalty, on this power play. Patquin sets a power play up. Comes down the middle. Fakes over to Reed. Back to Patquin. Patquin getting set. There's a shot went over the net by Phipps. Ball's in the corner. Ball's flipped back. Going after it. Goes into the Adanac bench. Nishiyama picks it up. 12 seconds in that penalty. Jimmy Nishiyama into the Outlaw zone. Stops at the face-off circle. Passes off to Kevin Green. Green beats Dixon. Cuts to the middle. Still Green. Green still stays after it. Now the Outlaws, Matsu comes up with it. The teams are at even strength again. Matsu slows things down, Kelly Matsu. Passes over here to Wensink. Mason got the ball, watched by Bethel. Bethel hammers him into the boards. Ball goes loose. Matsu comes out of the corner with the ball. Takes a shot from almost an impossible angle. It was a smart shot, Don, because the 30-second clock was almost up.
Yes.
Fridge comes back with it. Darren Fridge, long pass to Gill. He's in the clear, walks right in, shoots,
Scored!
scores!
Oh, excellent.
Chris Gill with his second goal of the game. And a beautiful pass
From Darren Fridge.
from Darren Fridge, and it's 7-7. And Chris Gill, that's his second goal.
Yeah,
Don,
let's
he's
have
got
a
to be
look.
considered
There's a lovely pass.
He's got to be one of your candidates for one of the
certainly.
3 stars, or for your Adanac player of the
Player
game.
of the game, anyway.
Your Willis Adanac player of the game. Adanac player of the game is presented with a beautiful hat from Willis Sporting Goods at the conclusion of the game, and he will be interviewed by my color man, Don Scott. 7-7. Great lacrosse again from the Coquitlam Sports Center. World-class Junior A lacrosse. Back come the Outlaws. Zellenberg passes to Mason. Mason into the corner. Coming out of the corner with the ball. Getting front, fake shoots. Oh, and a great stop by Spaven as Dodds took that shot. Fridge and Dodds rough it up. Now Bertram with 2 goals. Cuts by the crease, flips it out here. Here's a shot by Winsink, a stop by Spaven. There goes Malowski into the corner, flips it out to Bethel. Bethel throws a ball down to Gill's in the clear, walking into the game. Chris Gill fakes, shoots, he missed the net. Gill had a chance for a hat trick, and he just missed that net. There's a great hit. There's a penalty. The Adanacs will take the power play. Tripping penalty on the Outlaws.
Now they're going to give him 2.
I believe it's a goalie. I'm not sure if it isn't the goaltender picking up the penalty. I don't know.
No.
Number 84. Dodds picking up another penalty. And Don, you know, one guy that's played a very good game for the Adanacs is Greg Bethel. He scored a great goal in that second period, and he's played one of his best games of the season.
Yes, he has, Gordon. But you know, we were saying that Gill had a chance for his hat trick. I got Gill down for 3 goals already. He scored the first one in the first period with Green.
You're right, Don.
And he won in the second, now one here in the third. That could have been his 4th goal.
You're right, Don. That's why I let you keep track of the stats.
There you go.
That's Chris Gill's 3rd goal. He's had a great game. And as I say, he's going to be a candidate for the Willis Adanac player of the game. Now the Adanacs go to the power play. A 7-all lacrosse game. Key lacrosse game for the Adanacs. Bowen out to Malowski, out to Fridge. Fridge back to Malowski. Malowski back to Fridge. Fridge winds, shoots. Oh, deflected by the goaltender wide. Now the Outlaws, with a great penalty-killing machine, come down the floor. Anderson is belted by Fridge. Malowski goes after it. Anderson stays after it. Malowski with great work comes up with a loose ball. Malowski out to Jamie Bowen. Bowen down there with Fridge. Bowen checked, slows down. Bowen calmly passes off to Malowski. Malowski sets the power play up, comes down the middle. Takes a shot, scores! Kurt Malowski! Beautiful bounce shot in the top corner. And the Adanacs take an 8-7 lead. And Malowski, Don, I believe that's his 5th point of the game.
Yes, it is. And it's nice to see these guys coming through. See, that was an excellent shot by Malowski. Here it is right now. He just looked around, found the spot,
corner,
and shot.
Great shot, yeah. And maybe these Adanacs took some heat from our first period as they started bounce shots and low shots, and they were starting to get a little bit to the goaltender Steves. Another power play goal for the Adanacs, and it's 8-7. Don, it's the first time the Adanacs.
There's something happening on the Coquitlam bench that they're pointing upstairs right now.
Well, I hope they're not pointing at us, Don.
I don't know what we're doing, but we must be doing something. Here comes the referee over now to see if they can settle out.
Actually, it looks like they're pointing at a light or something up there. Well, Don, while we got a little break in the action, I think maybe you can complete those league standings for us.
Okay, here's the way it sets up right now. Richmond Outlaws, 18 wins, 2 losses, no ties for 36. Burnaby, 15 wins, 8 losses, and 1 tie for 31. Adanacs, 13 wins, 7 losses, it's 1 tie for 27. Esquimalt Legion, 11, 10-0. New Westminster 4-17-0, and South Prairie Stickman 2-19-0.
Back come the Outlaws. Cooper on the face-off, passes into the middle to Matsu. He couldn't come up with it. Now Shardulo. Adanacs for the first time in this lacrosse game, and it's been a great game. Lead 8-7. There's a long pass down to Nishiyama. Nishiyama set to Wisher. Wisher shoots. He hit the post. He He had Steve's beaten. He hit the goal post. Nishiyama runs back to center floor. He drops the ball. And it's called against Nishiyama for interference. Picking that ball up, coming down the middle. Reed passes off to Matsu. A great stop as goaltender Spaven did the splits like a hockey goaltender, Don, and kicked that shot into the stands. What a lacrosse game, 8-7.
Here comes a replay on that kick shot. That was excellent. Here we come. Ball's coming down. Oh, it's nice to see Spaven playing this well after the first period. We thought for sure he's going to get yanked, and here he is still in the game, and deservedly too.
You can tell him down in there, Don, he's really pumped up for this game.
Oh boy.
After that first period, he's come on like gangbusters, and he's been great in there. Ball's loose in the face-off circle. Bethel goes after it, still loose. It's flipped off the boards. Now we get an interference call. It's picked up by Fridge. Fridge passes off to Bethel. Bethel across to Gill. And it goes loose. Ball's out in front. Now it's picked up by Anderson. Anderson to Phipps. Phipps comes in. Phipps shoots. Hit the crossbar with a wicked drive.
Well, Gordon, we found out what the problem was.
And Phipps would go push in there. Now Phipps pushes Broughton. Broughton pushes him back. And that's the closest thing we've had to any. Oh, there's a punch, and that could be a costly one as Malowski was dropped by Phipps. And that could be an extra penalty, Don. That could be a turning point. Malowski.
I think they're calling Malowski because he stepped on the other man's stick.
We'll have to see here. Malowski's going in the
penalty
box.
Get it. I think he's going to get unsportsmanlike as well.
Don, I think this will be called 4 minutes on Richmond and 2-2 on Coquitlam. We'll have to wait and see. Don, you were commenting on.
Yeah, I was commenting on the problem. They were pointing out there's a heater or something in the center of the floor that was going down too low, and the maintenance man just came up and he moved our Rogers-Fraser cable sign and found the button and put the thing back up to the ceiling. So Rogers Cable TV is involved in all aspects of lacrosse.
That must have been our producer Perry Harris's fault.
Yeah.
For putting that sign there.
Yeah, well, the sign's up and he had to take the sign down and he had to find the switch to lift the, it looks like a light standard or something back up into the ceiling.
It's Rogers-Fraser 4 is bringing you this great lacrosse game from the Coquitlam Sports Center. That's your community sports channel, bringing you all types of sports throughout the year.
Well, it's going to be interesting, Gordon, to see what these penalties are. I think you're right with 4 and 2. No, the
home team has 4 minutes. Now 6 minutes show up there.
So it must have been high sticking and roughing on the first one,
goes
and 6 minutes on the other one. Yeah.
So they will actually the Adanacs.
Both teams will have a power play, Gordon.
Adanacs are going to be short
for the first 2 minutes. The Adanacs are short, and then they'll have the power play for the last 2.
This call is going to make things very interesting with a one goal lacrosse game. The Adanacs leading 8-7. Adanacs goaltender's out talking to Bill Duck down now. Over comes referee Everett. A reminder, at the end of tonight's game, we'll have the Willis Adanac player of the game.
Phipps has got 5 penalties for this game, and he's gone for the game.
So somebody will have to come over and serve his penalty.
Yeah, that's a rule that probably the lacrosse fans don't understand, that any player that gets 5 2-minute penalties in a game is gone for the night.
And Phipps has played a good game for the Outlaws. He has 2 goals, and he's played on the power play, so he'll be missed. Dixon. We'll have to see who Coach Roger Ross sends over here. Looks like Gary Townsend, a call-up from the South Fan Junior B team, is going to be serving the penalty.
Yeah, Malowski got unsportsmanlike conduct on that, Gordon, because he did step on the other man's stick, and that's what caused him to reach up and give him a shot in the head.
On the face-off, ball goes loose. Kilbride picks it up. Rich Kilbride to Patquin. Patquin to Kilbride. Back to Patquin. It's 4-on-3. Back to Kilbride. Here's Reed's shot. Scores! Beautiful shot by Greg Reed, he picked the top corner. What a drive, Don. We'll see that, and that's
here we are
on the replay. He made no mistake.
That's a tough defense in lacrosse. 4-on-3 is almost a sure goal. If the other team has any stick skills at all, they should be able to move it around, and it's tough to defend the goal with only 3 men out in front.
Now that makes the score 8-8 with 14:39 to go. 5:47 on the penalties to the Outlaws and 3:47 to the Adanacs. So the Adanacs, the teams will play short-handed here, and then the Adanacs will have a power play. There's Cooper passing right in front. A great stop by Spavin, who goes down. He covers up. Back come the Adanacs now. There's a long pass by Spavin to Chardulo. Can't come up with it. Ball goes loose. Steves picks it up. There's a pass to Cooper. Cooper missed the pass, but he picks up the loose ball. Steve Cooper passes over here to Reed. Greg Reed out to Matsu. Goaltender Spavin picks that ball up beautifully. Flips it out to Malowski. 8 all lacrosse game as Malowski comes down that left side with teams both playing a man short. Malowski getting set, fires. Oh, he just missed the bottom corner. The Outlaws take over. Steves passes to Cooper. Cooper brings that ball down. Cooper passes that ball. A bad pass went off into the Adanac bench. The Adanacs will take over as Richards couldn't catch that pass. Now Chris Gill, who has 3 goals tonight, has that ball. He's had a great game. As we said on many of our telecasts, he's a prime candidate for Rookie of the Year in this West Coast Junior A Lacrosse League. Holen in the corner, trying to come around out in front. Passes out here to Forrest. Robbie Forrest fakes, and his shot went way wide. Steves picks up a loose ball. Big rangy goaltender, Don. He's got a big reach for that goal stick.
He's a little more patient than Gary Spavin. Gary's a better passer, but the Richmond goaltender just passes off. He's got boys that'll take the ball down the floor.
Reed with that ball. He just scored the tying goal. Cuts into the middle. He's got a great shot. Oh, actually, that was Dixon, pardon me. Dixon has 2 goals. There's a pass by Spavin down the floor. Forrest is hit by Anderson, and Adanacs get the ball on the interference call. Holen cross to Fridge. Fridge fakes. Shot. Nice stop by Steves. Ball's loose. Ball goes into the corner. Outlaws come up with it. Down the right side is Dixon. Dixon into the middle. Here's a shot. Oh, just went over the top corner. Picked up by Holen. Back come the Adanacs. 2-on-2. Holen, there's a man coming out of the box. Chardulo. Holen goes down the middle. Holen fakes. Gets set. Shoots. Great stop by Steves. Rebounds picked up. That floor must be slippery out there, Don. Several players are falling on their own.
Yes.
Must be due to the humidity.
Yeah.
Winsink now for the Outlaws. Watched by Kevin Green. Passes off to Paquin. Leo Paquin's got a good shot. Passes off to Reed. Reed now in the middle. Back to Kilbride. A great stop by Spavin. Winsink with that ball. Misses Kilbride with a pass. Comes down the floor. Goaltender Steves, Kevin Steves, gives it to Leo Paquin. 93 for the Outlaws. There's a pass into the middle to Winsink. Winsink back to Reed, and he couldn't come up with it. Malowski slipped there. Ball goes loose. Reed comes up with it beautifully out of the corner. Feeds in front, picked off by Chardulo. Paulo Chardulo, 3-on-1 down the floor. Chardulo goes down, fakes a pass, gets set, shoots. Oh, he missed the net. The ball goes in behind. Chardulo hustles after it. They fight for it, picked up by the Outlaws. Green goes after his man. Now here's Matsu. Kelly Matsu for the Outlaws. Carries that ball down the center floor. Richmond Outlaws 8, Coquitlam Adanacs 8. Matsu out in the middle. Passes into the corner. The ball takes a bad hop and goes high. Picked up by Kurt Malowski. He's hit, lost the ball. Adanacs take over.
Power play now for the Adanacs.
Green, that's right, Don. The Adanacs now have a power play with the score tied 8-8. 10:47 to go here in the 3rd period. There's a pass to Darren Fridge. Fridge over to Bowen. Jamie Bowen. Back to Fridge. Fridge over to Chardulo. Chardulo back to Fridge. Fridge back to Holen. Into Bowen. Bowen grazed the goalpost with that shot. Fridge goes after it. Picks it up, starts back. The Adanacs on the power play, trying to take the lead. Chardullo from Fridge. Oh, there's a high hit on Holland. Here's Fridge's shot. Oh, he just ripped it wide. Ball goes down the floor. Picking that ball up is goaltender Spavin. Spavin throws a nice pass. Beautiful pass to Chardullo. Chardullo to Holland. Holland fires. Stopped by Steves, who covered that angle. Ball bounces there as the Outlaws come up with it. Carrying that ball down the floor with a lot of speed is Cooper. Cooper takes that ball, goes to the corner. Cooper still got the ball. Now Cooper comes out of the corner with the ball, walks right out in front of the goals. Oh, he just missed the top corner. Now it goes loose. Cooper lost the ball, goes in the Adanac bench. Adanacs take over. 45 seconds in this power play. Don, these Outlaws are a real treat to watch when they're killing a penalty.
Tough team to let up on.
Robbie Force carries that ball down, passes off to Kurt Malowski. Malowski's been another standout game again tonight. Gets the ball from Fridge. Fires. Nice stop by Steves, who covered that low drive. Anderson's long pass to Patquins, way too far. And goaltender Spavin gets a ball out to Malowski. Malowski with 23 seconds on the power play to Fridge. Fridge walking in, getting set. Fridge shoots. Stopped by goaltender Steves as he picked that one off rather easily. Anderson for the Outlaws. Passes it up there. Dixon passes up 10 seconds. The Adanacs will take over. There's only 5 seconds in the power play. Spavin's got that ball. Quick pass out to Malowski. Malowski down the left side. Now the teams are at even strength. Malowski passes here to Bowen. Bowen cuts out in the middle. Back passes. Knocked down by an Outlaw. Here's Wishart trying to pick it up. Bowen trying to pick it up. Bowen's got it. Shoots. Nice stop by Steves. Here's the Outlaws coming back. Carrying that ball is Townsend. Down, Gary Townsend getting set. Shot. Oh, he just missed the corner. And the ball goes wide. Adanacs take over. Don, tremendous action here.
Yes,
this
it is.
8-all lacrosse game. Spavin now with that ball passes off to Bethel. Adanacs seem to have a little problem on line changes.
Yeah, they're having a problem counting tonight, Gordon. They keep counting up to 6.
That seems to be a major problem, Don. They have got a penalty. There's a pass to Gill. Gill cuts out the middle. Nice shovel pass to Blackmore. Couldn't hang on to it. And now it's Steves picking that ball up for the Outlaws. Steves takes his time. 8 minutes to go in the lacrosse game. Richmond Outlaws 8, Coquitlam Adanacs 8. Tremendous game here.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about
Sports Center.
overtime, Gordon, but I think it may
Mason
get set
out
up.
to Winsink. Winsink tries to beat Bethel. Passes out the crease. Oh, hit the post. Nice chance there for Bertram, who's already got 2 goals for the Outlaws. Zellenberg passes that ball to Mason. Mason got that ball, getting set. He's checked by Fridge. Don, both teams are really getting into this game, banging their sticks on the boards. Zellenberg out the middle, shoots, and the ball deflects, goes in behind the net. Spavin picks it up. Spavin, who can really pass the ball down to Gill. Gill juggles the ball, picks it up, and he's in the crease. Nice effort by Chris Gill.
It was excellent.
As he had 2 men all over him, he almost caught the ball.
The only thing is the Adanacs don't need to lose possession that easily. They've got to get honest breakaways rather than that. That was a little tight.
There's a man right in front. Dixon, a great stop by Spavin. Spavin goes in behind with that ball. Passes off to Gary Holland. Holland now for the Adanacs. Out to Chardullo. Paulo Chardullo. Out to Jamie Bowen. Jamie Bowen at the face-off circle. Makes a move, cuts in the center, fakes a shot, cuts in closer, fires a shot. It hit actually teammate Kevin Green in the leg. Chardullo picks that ball up neatly off the boards. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Chardullo fires. Bounce shot went wide, goes high, picked up by the Outlaws. Back they come. Carrying that ball down there is Richards. Richards watched by Green. Richards cuts to the corner. Green stays right after him. Takes him down with some great checking. Ball goes loose, picked up by the Outlaws again. Coming out of the corner, Dixon passes. There's a shot at the post from Richards. A wicked drive. The ball bouncing around loose. Picked up by Hawkins. Hawkins comes out of the corner. Hawkins is hit. Lost the ball. Bowen knocked it down the floor. Goaltender Steves picks it up. 6 minutes to go in the lacrosse game. Richmond Outlaws 8. Coquitlam Adanacs 8. Reed with the ball now. He tied this lacrosse game. There is a moving block. Very quickly picked up by referee Bill Duckdon.
That was good. He could have called a penalty on that, but I think that was an excellent play just to turn the ball over.
Now the Adanacs with that ball. Forsberg makes a pass to Nishiyama, drop the ball. Kilbride picks it up. He's got a breakaway, walks right in goal. Rich Kilbride shoots. Oh, a spectacular save by Spaven. Deflected it wide. Kilbride hustles the corner, picks it up to Paquin. Paquin now for the Outlaws as he just failed to take the lead. And again, a player slips out there, Don. That floor's got to really be slippery.
That's really strange because we haven't seen that all evening.
Reed now at that face-off circle. Cuts to the corner. Watched by Nishiyama. Passes out in front. A great stop and a crease play. But Spaven pulled off a great save from the edge of the crease.
Gordon, I was just looking at the ceiling and I see they're doing some painting, and I'm just wondering if they've done some scraping and what have you, and a little bit of that paint chips going on the floor. Gary?
Spaven may have pulled his groin there, Don.
Looks like, yeah.
And we could have to, we'll have to see what happens here. Yeah. He's played after the first shaky first period, which he gave up 5 goals. He's only given up 3 goals in his last 2 periods, and he's played great goal.
Just played the saves that he's made are outstanding. The last that last one was just a game breaker.
Now we see manager Adam Andre going out there, and of course his son is the backup, Lance Andre. So we don't know exactly what the injury is to Gary, but hopefully it's not serious so he can continue. So he's getting up, Don. Hopefully he's going to
possibly
be okay.
Our producer Perry Harris could show us a replay on that. Maybe we could see how he got hurt. Okay. He's just going to try and look for it, Gordon, if we can see it.
Looks like he's going to continue. That's good.
Yeah. Maybe he lost a little bit.
Well, no, I don't know. Now he's going to the bench. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, they're just going to clean the front of it. Here we go, Gordon. Maybe we can get that replay.
It was probably he stretched on that save. Well, he sort of slid and landed on his back when that creased on. So.
Yeah. It just looked like he may have hit on his tailbone or what have you, but.
He's going to be okay. He's going to continue.
He's a toughie. He's in there again. It looked like his one leg was in behind him, but it looked like he could have just fallen right straight smack on his tailbone.
We're going to have a face-off. 5:20 to go here in the 3rd period with this lacrosse game all tied up at 8-8. Richmond Outlaws, Coquitlam Adanacs. Key game, as we said earlier, for the Adanacs. They must pick up 5 points in their last 3 games to end up in 2nd place ahead of Burnaby and get home floor advantage. And they got 2 more games after tonight against the Esquimalt, who have given them a lot of trouble this year. Cooper with that ball. At the face-off circle, the Outlaws have the ball. Cuts out to the middle. Cooper cuts, turns, checked beautifully by Fridge. Fridge stays right with him. There's a pass off. Bethel watches this man. Wild shot went wide from Reed. Steves picks it up. 6 seconds on the shot clock to Reed. Reed throws the ball down the floor. Spaven neatly picks up the ball. Adanacs make changes. Kevin Green's got the ball. Green carries the ball down the left side of the floor. Adanacs make more changes. Here's Chardulo going behind the net. Checked by Cooper. Chardulo gets away from Cooper, comes out the face-off circle. Passes off to Malowski. Malowski to Green. 4 seconds. Green shoots. Went wide as the shot clock is going to run out. Kilbride comes up with it for the Outlaws. For any of you new lacrosse fans, we hope we have some every week, that 30 seconds, the team has 30 seconds from the time they get the ball to have a shot on goal, or else the ball's turned over to the other team. Anderson now for the Outlaws. Passes in front. Ball goes, and it's interference against Malowski, and the Hawkins comes up with that ball. Hawkins with the ball. Around Malowski. Tries to get by Green. Is in behind. Hawkins still got the ball for the Outlaws. Green stays right with him. Some great checking by Kevin Green. He stays right on him. Hawkins again. His shot was knocked down by Green, who's playing a great defensive game and scored a great goal for the Adanacs tonight.
He's a tough player, that Green.
3:30 to go in the lacrosse game. The ball thrown down the floor as the 30-second buzzer goes, and the Adanacs will take over. Now, Don, as you said, the Adanacs want to make sure they get a good shot with their 30 seconds.
Yeah, they can't throw this one away.
Jamie Bowen, the big sniper for the Adanacs, down the left side. And that face-off circle, holds the ball. Malowski sets a pick. Bowen cuts to the middle, feeds off to Bethel. Bethel, go to the crease, shoots. Nice stop by Steves. Ball's loose, picked up by the Outlaws. Outlaws, now they slow things down. They want to get a good shot. Less than 3 minutes to go as Mason comes up with that ball for the Outlaws.
Well,
Russ
this
Mason.
is like sudden death right now, Gordon.
Yeah. Carrying that ball, and there's Bertram. Bertram with 2 goals. Bowen watches him. Bertram has got the ball. Still Bertram. Now Bowen falls, but Fridge picks him up. There's a moving block. It's not called. Great stop by Spaven on the shot. Picking it up is Broughton. Broughton races away now with Bowen. And Bowen gets a ball. There's all kinds of Outlaws back. So all 5 got back in a hurry. Gill now gets that ball off the boards. Flips to Chardulo. Paulo Chardulo. It's being worked over by Dodds. Chardulo gives that ball to Broughton. Joel Broughton. Cuts to the middle. Joel Broughton getting set. Shoots. Scores! Joel
goal.
Broughton!
There's a mix-up here, Gordon, with Chardillo.
There's an unlikely hero for you, Don.
Yeah.
Joel Broughton, who doesn't get on that scoreboard very often, but he's a great checker, one of the best on the Adanacs. He set up.
Oops. Got to be a penalty there to Bethel. You bet. He threw the ball just over the.
So.
Yeah. A little mix-up after the goal. Here comes the goal now, Gordon. A nice shot. He just works in there all by himself.
Yeah, there was another low shot, Don, that beat Steve's. Broughton
just keeps coming in there.
Bores
and he
in
scores.
And fires that low shot.
And then right there, you can see the Sardillo and number 84 Dodds mixing up in front of the net.
You see Coach Thomas and Randy Delmonico talking to their chargers. Now we go look at the player in the penalty box.
And the second penalty to Richmond is going to go to Bertram for throwing the ball out of off the floor into the stands.
So with 2:07 to go in the lacrosse game, the Coquitlam Adanacs on Joel Broughton's goal lead 9-8, and it looks like the Adanacs there's double penalties there, so the Adanacs will have a power play, Don, I believe.
Yes, they will.
So if they can pop another goal here in this power play, they'll could be headed for their first victory of the year over the Richmond Outlaws. And it will give them move them within 2 points of the Burnaby Cablevision with 2 games to go. That'll make for an exciting game here next Wednesday night, Don, against the Esquimalt Legion.
Yeah, that's going to set up a great return match with Esquimalt.
So the situation will be the Adanacs will be 4-on-3. Now the face-off's very important, and Kurt Malowski will go against Kelly Matsu, 2 of the best face-off men in the league. Adanacs lead 9-8, 2:07 to go. Adanacs on the power play. Ball's dropped. Center floor, they battle for it. Both centermen turning their sticks on the ball. And it's going to the Outlaws, Matsu. And Don, maybe you could give us your 3 stars from tonight's game quickly.
Well, Gordon, I picked for the Coquitlam Adanacs, the first star is Chris Gill.
Good choice.
With his 3 goals and just played an excellent game. And the second star goes to Gary Spaven. He had a bad first period. For a goaltender to come out of that and play as well he has, excellent.
Great work by Malowski to come up with that ball. And your 3rd star, Don?
And the 3rd star is the Richmond goaltender, Kevin Steves. With 25 stops in the first period, I cannot just couldn't put him out.
Great choices, Don. Now here we go with Kurt Malowski setting up the power play, 4-on-3. And we see Richmond, they're playing the standard 1-2 defense when they're 2 men short. Malowski over to 4s, into Gill, and front.
Oh,
score!
there it is. That's the game.
Darren Fridge! And there's a hit on Gill after the goal. We could have a ruckus here now. Gill was hit after he made the pass.
Let's have a look at the replay on this one because...
Great goal by Darren Fridge. It gives the Adanacs a 10-8 lead with 1:15 to go in the lacrosse game as they score in a power play.
That's the first time I've seen a team lose their cool this year. Here it comes. Beautiful pass by Chris Gill to Darren Fridge.
And that's one of the reasons, Don, why Chris Gill's #1 star.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We'll get more penalties here, Don.
Yes, we will.
And I think this goal by Fridge will put this game out of reach for the Adanacs, for the Outlaws. So the referees are handing out penalties here now with 1:15 to go. We'll have to see how they're dished out. I'm sure that the Outlaws will get the extra penalty here, Don.
Yes, I think so. Although there was an Adanac came in and took a shot after the fact as well. So it's hard to say what's going to happen here.
So with 1:15 remaining, the Coquitlam Adanacs lead 10-8.
Forrest is going into the the box as well.
Appear to be headed for their first victory of the season over Richmond, and it will give the Adanacs a good shot at catching Burnaby for second spot in the standings, Don.
Yeah, this has been an excellent, exciting game. This is the first time I've seen any of these teams lose their cool this year, and the referees have kept it well in hand. I'm very impressed with Bill Duck and Mike Everett.
Now, Darren Fridge is having words with Dixon. Dixon just waves at him. There's a 5-minute penalty going up to the Outlaws and 2 minutes to the Adanacs, Don. So that won't really affect manpower situation.
Well, they should be 3-on-3, Gordon. They appear to have too many. Both teams have too many men on the floor.
You're right as usual, Don. Very, very good observation.
That should help the Adanacs to kill the last minute and 15 seconds, 3-on-3. All they have to do is get the ball twice.
With a player like Dixon in the box, he's one of their most dangerous players when they're down in man power, and he'll be in the penalty box.
You bet.
On the
Malowski
face-off now. Malowski picks that face-off up. The Adanacs with a 10-8 lead. 1:10 to go in the lacrosse game. It's been a great game from the Coquitlam Sports Center. A reminder, next week, the Esquimalt Legion team will be playing here July 25th at 8 p.m. And then the Adanacs will meet the Burnaby Cablevision in a semi-final playoff series. It should be a great one. Adanacs killing off the clock now. Holland moves out to the center with a ball. Still, Gary Holland passes into Kurt Malowski. Malowski has played another great game, taken into the boards. Still Malowski. Now we get the 32nd. Picking that ball up. Paquin.
Richmond's pulling their
goaltender, trying to get back. Paquin shoots. Oh, he just missed the net. Here's Forsberg. Got an open net. Comes down the floor. He takes a long shot. He scores!
There you go.
Forsberg! And he doesn't score very often.
No, he doesn't.
So the Adanacs unsung heroes are really coming through here. Mark Forsberg. Perfect shot down the floor, right into the open net, Don.
And Gordon, some would say that would have been a bad shot at goal because they were ahead. They had 2 goals up. Maybe he should have ran it into the corner, but right now for fans and everybody else out in lacrosse land, that's pretty exciting. There it is, down the floor and into the net.
And 32 seconds remaining. The Adanacs now lead 11-8. Don, the fans are into the game, and the Coquitlam bench is into the game. Richards.
That's exciting.
Bethel is hit. Loses the ball. Malowski, who's all over the floor, picks it up. Has the ball. Kurt Malowski playing a great lacrosse game for the Adanacs.
He knows he's got all the time
in the middle. Here's Malowski taking his time. Passes. Oh, it's knocked down. Malowski goes right after it. Cooper goes after it. Malowski comes in. Passes off to Forsberg. He scores! Mark Forsberg scores again. And it's now 12-8 Adanacs. And Don, you can put this one to bed. The Adanacs have won this lacrosse game, and they're going to have a great shot if they can get 5 or 3 points out of 4.
Well, Gordon, just watching that play, I have picked Chris Gill and Gary Spavin as the Adanacs' best players, but I have Malowski down here too, and if I could give more stars out in this game, I certainly would, because that was just outstanding play by Malowski, and he believes he's a star in every performance.
Ball's at center. Now we get a call to point into the Outlaws, get the ball with only 2 seconds to go.
Let's hope it all stays.
Now Mason just shoots the ball down the floor, and that's a lacrosse game. The Coquitlam Adanacs, with a tremendous second and third period, come up with a 12-8 victory over the Richmond Roadrunners. Or here we go again,
Outlaws. Gordon, you're getting excited here.
Stand by, we'll be right back with the Adanac Willis Player of the Game, Chris Gill.
Well, lacrosse fans, here we are at the end of the game. An excellent, exciting game with my #1 star, Chris Gill of the Coquitlam Adanacs. And Chris, you scored 3 goals in the first period. I thought you were going to get 3 more.
Yeah, and I missed 5 chances very first shift.
But the whole team just played outstanding.
Oh yeah, that was our best game. We had to win this game.
Well, I had you down that you guys took 25 shots in that first period, and you only scored 2 goals. You came out of the first period behind by 3. And Chris, as Adanac Player of the Game, we give you this Willis Sports hat, and we congratulate you. And we look forward to the next couple of games, and hopefully second place is possible.
Oh yeah, it's very possible.
Well, fans, that was an excellent lacrosse game, and next Wednesday we'll be playing against the Esquimalt Legion. And come out and see Chris Gill and the rest of his mates. It's going to be exciting lacrosse. Thank you very much.